Alright, hello everyone, I'm Kiwamizx. I'll be running Mighty Gunvolt Burst, and the category I'm going to be running is any percent with call, and the hard mode incentive has been met, I guess, so we are not going to play the game on the normal difficulty. We are going to do the hard mode. So without further ado, this game, as has been made by Integrates, it has a lot of similarities to Mega Man. It's a game inspired by. It has Mighty Number 9 characters with a bunch of Integrates characters. So it's pretty much a crossover game. We have a lot of DLC characters. Call is one of them. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna start the run. I'm gonna do a countdown. The timer starts when I choose my character. So, and 5. Oh, oops, I forgot to select hard mode, by the way. Alright, now it's the true countdown. I'm sorry. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, alright.
Good luck.
Thanks. So, first of all, one of the main differences in hard mode, enemies don't get extra health, but they get faster. So, we are going to see this pretty shortly. This enemy here, he's gonna run straight on us. Normally, on the normal difficulty, he wouldn't do that. So that's one of the main differences. Enemies act a lot faster in hard mode. And bosses do get some new attacks as well, so it's pretty interesting. So here, this is the city stage. Is basically the intro stage of the game. There's a lot of tutorials here. The game kind of teaches you how to, do stuff, how to shoot, how to use the skills. We don't get a dash on this stage. We are gonna grab the dash on the next stage. Yeah, as we can see, Kao, she plays a little bit different than the main characters, which is Gunvolt and Back. She has her shield. Her shield can pretty much deflect any kind of projectile that is shoot at us, so we are going to use this to pretty much keep a lot of things in the game. So I'm grabbing those CP ups. The reason I'm doing that is because those items will help us to equip some items later in the run. This game has a really wide customization system. There's a lot of items, there's a lot of things we can customize. So here's the first boss. He's really different in hard mode. He's a little bit faster than usual. Not that much. So bosses in this game, they don't have iframes, so as long as I can mash into them, I will pretty much be killing them pretty quickly. It was a 145 on the intro stage, even with bad RNG on the first boss, so that's a pretty good time actually. At least for hard mode though. So now we are going to Radio Tower. As you guys may notice, all those bosses in this game, they are based on Mighty Number 9 bosses. The 8 Mighty numbers. So this stage comes one of the first differences on the hard mode. There's the enemies are more aggressive, so I'm gonna have to act a little bit quicker here. So coming up, we are going to grab our first upgrade, which is the Air Dash, which is self-explanatory. We are going to get an Air Dash, so yeah, that's it. We can Air Dash now, so now the speedrun truly begins. So you see those Robo Companions? They are one of Kao abilities too. I can collect them throughout the stage, and they help me deal some damage to enemies. So it's pretty much worth it for me to grab them when I can. Gotta be really careful in this climb here. No, since it's hard mode, there's some Enemies are a little bit faster, so I'm gonna be extra careful here. So this section here, oof, I tried to go for the faster route here. I was going to say that those spikes can instantly kill you, but yeah, you guys saw that. I really don't need to talk about it. But it happened. There's a strat I can do there that saves like 4 seconds. I can go into the bottom route of that section, but as I said, it only saves like 4 seconds, and it's not optimal at all. If I miss it, I will die. So yeah, now we have Aviator. So this guy, he can do a lot of things. We don't want the camera because the camera shields him from being shot, so not a good RNG. So this is the main difference on hard mode. He's really fast. So I'm gonna be more careful with this attack. I mean, I think he's faster than usual, to be honest. Even on hard mode, he's not really that fast, but... okay.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Of course.
Awesome. We got a $10 donation from Taman ND that says, "So happy to see Midwest Speedfest grow over the years. The community is warm and welcoming, and the Midwest is objectively the best region. Shoutouts to White Castle."
Alright, now we are on the highway stage. This stage, in any difficulty you are playing, is probably one of the hardest stages to optimize, because there's a lot of enemies on the way. We're gonna try to do our best to not kill everything. But yeah, routing your air dashes in this stage is a really fun experience. Gonna grab this. Oh. Okay, I got him. I'm gonna kill some enemies here just for the extra safety. Okay, now we are going to pick our second upgrade, which is the damage upgrade. Pretty much self-explanatory again. It's damage, so you're going to do more damage with your shots. So this stage has a lot of foods on it. I didn't explain that. Oh my god, this is a bit chaotic. So the food in this game works like E-tanks on Mega Man games. You can use them to regain your health. So this stage, luckily on the speedrun, even on the speedrun, there's a lot of foods you can grab on it, so it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do a retry here to recover some health just for extra safety on the next boss, because Brandish can be really tricky on hard mode. He got a new attack, so he's gonna shoot those 2 blades and he's gonna do a slash after them. So I can very much 2-cycle him if I mash properly. Let's see. Okay, we got this. Yeah, normally the bosses in this game, as you guys could see on Aviator, when the boss reaches 50% of their health, they're gonna do a really annoying attack, which makes them invulnerable, or they go off screen, or they start flying and you cannot hit them. And we're gonna do our best to skip those attacks, but most of them are inevitable. This is the only one we can kinda skip. Normally he would actually go off screen and grab an helicopter and throw it at us, but we didn't get to see that. So this is Oil Platform. Oil Platform is... it's one of the trickiest stages on hard mode, because those bombs, they explode a little bit faster than normal mode, so it's a little bit dangerous. I was going for a trick here, I wasn't able to... okay. Don't try, it's okay. I can do some kind of super jump there. If I jump and shoot at the same time, I can kinda preserve my vertical speed. And I'm gonna go a little bit safe here. Gotta wait for those extra cycles here. Because those fires can do a lot of damage. They don't insta-kill you, but they do a lot of damage. Luckily, the damage from enemies and stage gimmicks, they don't scale with hard mode, so it's a good thing that you can kind of do the same damage boost route you would do normally. I gotta react a little bit faster against enemies. So now we have Pyro again. The RNG we want from him is the one he punches the walls. Let's hope he do it. Okay. And there we go. Unfortunately, we cannot skip this attack. Yeah. Here comes those fireballs. Normally, you would actually have to avoid them, but you can just shoot them and make this fight a little bit easier. And that's Pyro again. So coming up next, I'm gonna do a small change of route here. Normally, I would go for this stage here, which is the waterworks. But this stage, even on the normal, in any difficulty in the game, is one of the hardest stages to optimize in the game. So I'm going for mines instead. And I was grabbing the bottom route for some reason. Normally I wouldn't go for it. I think I'm just getting some weird muscle memory for playing other characters. It happens. So this stage, I'm gonna go a little bit faster here because there's a global cycle I need to get on the end of the stage. Hopefully we can get it. It saves like 15 seconds, so it's pretty cool. Gotta go for the left route here, just to grab the red guy. I didn't say about the spurring robots. Each one of them has different colors. So the yellow one kind of sticks to enemies. The red one only attacks grounded enemies, and the blue one attacks any enemy you shoot. So the blue one is the best, but the blue one is all the blue robots are really out of the route here, so it's not an option for us to grab them, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to roll with the yellow and the red one. I mean, if you were doing like a 100% run, I think you would actually grab them and you would have the chance to grab all the blue ones. But any percent, we don't get to see them. So, Seismic, he's a pretty interesting guy in hard mode, because normally he's a really slow boss, but on hard mode he's really, really fast. And this is probably one of my this is one of my favorite fights in hard mode. And that guy kinda caught me off guard when I played the game hard mode on the first time. Like, I used to kind of fight him in a pretty slow-paced way, but he was just jumping around really fast. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of bosses in this game, which the boss fight on hard mode is a little bit faster because of the different attack patterns, which is pretty great. And I think it's not really a huge difference from normal to hard mode. I don't know if our estimate was raised because of hard mode. So now the oil platform, I equipped the damage upgrade. I'm gonna go for something here. I like to. Okay, never mind. I will probably miss it. Which is the one cycle. You can actually get to this section here without having to deal with that water jet. But it's really, really precise. There's a lot of enemies here. I gotta be a little bit careful here to not die. Oh, it's easier said than done, I guess. But there's a lot of health here, so we're safe. I might go for a retry before facing the boss. One cool feature about this game, you can actually do a retry before fighting bosses, and you just recover your health. The penalty for this is you just lose your score, but it is a speedrun. We don't really care about score. Okay. I think I do have enough health, but I'm gonna retry anyway, just for the damage boost. Yeah, now we have Cryosphere. She's a pretty interesting boss. So I'm gonna stay on her back because for some reason this kind of manipulates her attacks, and she always do the same thing. Okay, that was a good fight. So, normally in this fight you would actually have to wait for her to throw those spheres at you. They shield her, so we just damage boost into them. That's why I wanted to have all those extra HP. So, right now, I pretty much could do any stage I want, but I'm going for capital building. Because I'm gonna have to get a very mandatory upgrade, I would say, which is the Diagonal Fire. So Diagonal Fire is one of the strongest upgrades in the entire game. Pretty much self-explanatory. We can shoot upwards and downwards. So, alright, now we're gonna retry because we gotta have to wait for all those platforms to cycle. But if we retry, we don't have to wait for them. I think it saves like 10 seconds or something. Okay, this could be interesting. So, coming up next, we unfortunately we have to deal with the cycles of those platforms. So if we have any donation, this is a really good opportunity to do so.
We don't have any new donations right now, but I do just want to quick plug a bid war that we have for the run that is to follow this. It is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions DS, and we have a costume bid war between Alternate and Classic. We don't have any bids for either of those yet, so if you want to see, or if you're curious to see what some of those Spider-Man costumes may look like, go ahead and get those donations in.
Right, now we are going to face the last. This stage is pretty much based on challenges. You have 3 challenges you have to beat before going to the final area of the stage. This was the last one. So now we are going to have one of the hardest sections of the entire game. I'm not going for YOLO strats here because they don't save too much time and it's hard mode. Enemies can be really tricky to deal with, so I'm gonna kill them all and go ahead. I'm gonna recover some health here just for safety. Oops, I used the wrong menu. Okay, so Counter Shade, the RNG we want for him is the one that he stays on the floor and shoot at us, but it's pretty rare. And one difference about this fight is he stays a lot of time in the screen on hard mode, so it's killing him in 2 to 3 cycles is absolutely free. And that here is his fight on hard mode is really faster than normal mode for some reason. So now we again we have the freedom to go to any stage we want. I think we only have two stages left which are the power plant and the military base. Doesn't matter which order we face those stages. We are pretty much set for the entire game. We have damage, we have diagonal fire, so we can just go on and beat the game. So I'm gonna do a manipulation here. I'm gonna shoot this enemy off screen. By doing that, normally he would shoot himself from being damaged, but if you shoot him off screen, the enemy kind of doesn't know what to do and he just jumps. I really don't know why that happens, but that's a thing. And I kind of use it to save some time here. So this stage is a power plant. We don't have lights inside here for some reason, so the layout is pretty simple. A good thing about having all those blue robots is they can kill a lot of enemies for me in the screen. So it's a really interesting thing about Cal in this game is this is one of the easiest stages for her, no matter the difficulty. Because you can shoot enemies off screen. I'm gonna grab the last blue guy because we want him to kill the boss in case we get a bad RNG. So there's 2 RNGs Dynatron can give us. She can go to the top of the screen and she can stay on the floor that way, so we can just damage tank her to death. And yeah, that was a pretty quick fight. That's pretty much Dynatron quick kill. We just damage tank and mash. There's no mystery in this quick kill. Really is just it. You just damage tank. Just need the health to do so. Yeah, now we have the last main Robomaster in the game. Okay, I said Robomaster. Okay, that's not Robomaster really. It's Mighty Number. Yeah, we all know this game is based on Mega Man, so that's okay. They are robots, but are they really masters? They might be. So I'm gonna be really careful here. I'm gonna do a little damage boost here. So those cells, they are based on a global cycle, so if I do my movement correctly here, I'm gonna have them all where I want. Okay, somehow I might have missed something, but that's okay. Oh, I thought they were Mavericks, yeah. Doesn't matter the name, they are all evil robots and they must be stopped. So now coming up we have Battalion. Battalion is one of the worst bosses in the game because he can go to the top of the screen. Since we have diagonal fire, it's not a huge problem. We can do some damage to him. So now we push him into his pinch attack, which he becomes invulnerable for 20 seconds. So yeah, enjoy this. I mean, I think in hard mode it's more than 20 seconds. 20 seconds actually. Might be 30. But since he shoots really fast at you, I don't know. I never timed it. But if you get a good RNG out of him, you can just skip this attack. And that cannon, that special cannon shoot he used, I think it's pretty much insta-kill on hard mode. I really don't remember whether it's insta-kill or not, but it deals a lot of damage. It's been a while since I've got hit by that attack, so I don't really know. So now we have all those free robots. We are going to get all of them. because we want some friends help us throughout the stage. So now we have the SOE stages, which are pretty much the wild stages of this game. I'm gonna wait for this cycle here. Grab the CP here. Again, we are going to grab a lot of CPs throughout the run because we don't only want to equip double damage, we want to equip knockback resistance. So it will save a lot of time later in the game. Knockback resistance is pretty much optimal in a refights because that way we can just damage tank without being scared about this. Ooh, that was scary. Be a little bit careful. Oof! I somehow forgot I was playing hard mode. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for that. Okay. For those enemies, when you kill them, they explode into a lot of pieces. On hard mode, the explosion ratio is a little bit higher than normal. So yeah, there's more swag I can do here. We'll go for it. Okay, that death was really unfortunate. It really never happened before, but you know, sometimes you just forgot about your own game. So now we have Gunvolt. Gunvolt is pretty much the proto man of this game. He walks and shoots, and then he shoots and walks, and he does it really fast on hard mode. So I'm gonna be really careful here. But okay, I got this. Proto man. Oh, I mean, Gunvolt is history now. So now we have the SO2 stage. There's some global, not really global cycles. There's a lot of local cycles in this stage. Those enemies are really fast, by the way. Okay. This could be interesting. I'll be extra careful here. So this section here is where we are going to grab the knockback resistance. If done correctly, knockback resistance, you literally don't lose any time by grabbing it. If you do a very precise dash here, I'm gonna do the swag spikes here, which saves like 2 or 4 seconds. But it's cool, so I always go for it. You just gotta stand on the spike, jump and dash. Wanna be really careful with that bomb here. Okay. So, coming up next, we have the one cycle spikes, which I'm going to try to set up. I will go for it one time. If I don't get it, never mind. I didn't move properly. So normally I would actually be able to pass underneath those platforms. Oh, okay. Let me concentrate for a bit here. You can actually skip those cycles, but it's pretty precise. And hard mode, you know, enemies are faster in hard mode, so that's why I kind of hesitated there. I didn't want it to take unnecessary risks. It only saves 10 seconds, so it's not the end of the world if you don't get it. And this boss, I always say that I really don't know what he does because we always kill him so fast. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, we got a bunch of Brazilians in the chat there. Huge shout out for everyone from the Brazilian community, by the way. The guys are really awesome.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. Welcome on in, everybody.
So now we are going to equip our knockback resistance, and you know, now this stage is Since we have knockback resistance, this will be a damage boost fast, by the way. They're going to do a lot of damage boosts here. I'm gonna damage boost out of the zombies, and then out of the souls. Let's hope this guy drops some health. If he don't, okay. Okay, I'm really not going for that last damage boost here because it doesn't save too much time. I'm gonna do a small retry here to recover some health. This section here is pretty dangerous on hard mode, so... Alright, I got the... I don't have a good name for that one, but you can actually climb that section without stopping for a single moment. It's pretty weird to do, but I somehow got it, so that's pretty cool. Gonna grab the hidden invincibility there. You know, I'm gonna grab this health. So now this section is some kind of chase section. You're gonna have to flee from those drills, but they are really slow, so... Oh, I didn't got the early cycle here. That's a shame. I was a little bit too late. So coming up next, we have Plasma Legion. She's a boss from Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. She is literally she is pretty much the first boss and one of the last bosses of that game. She has some really interesting attacks on hard mode because she's always fire missiles. She always doing something on hard mode, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty energetic fight. But yeah, we got to skip everything because we have a lot of damage. So we got this stage under 2 minutes, which is a pretty good time. All things considered, I didn't did as much damage boost as I wanted to do. That's okay. So coming up next, we have, as any Mega Man game ever, we have refights, because we all love refights, you know. Now we are going to try to kill Battalion without him doing his special attack. Hopefully, we can get it. Okay, this looks good. Alright, we got this. And this saves about 20 seconds, so it's really cool. So there we go, free 20 seconds time save, and now we can just kill all the other bosses because they really don't matter as much as Battalion. But yeah, the camera angle in that section was really messed up. This is the only stage that this happened though. So now we have Pyrogan again. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Okay, I might do something about this. So, one cool feature about the refights is, remember I did some retries to recover some health back in some stages ago? You can actually do this on refights. Every time I kill a boss, I get a checkpoint. And every time I retry, I go back to a checkpoint. So it's pretty cool. If you go low on health, you can just retry. So it's pretty much optimal for us to damage tank everyone. There we go, there's Aviator. So I think I might have enough health to damage tank Cryosphere. I don't know. We can try. There's a safe strat I can do here. I can push her to her second phase, where she stays on the middle of the screen. But I'm really not going for it. Okay. I'm gonna do a lot of retries here. You know, bosses on hard mode are pretty tough, so just to make sure we can beat all of them without dying, I'm gonna do those retries. So Dynaturn is okay. We are not going to see any of her different attacks. And that's pretty much the RNG I never see on my PB attempts. I'm not gonna lie, I never saw her doing that on PB attempts. It's really a shame. She doesn't want to show off on this marathon. But you know, she do other things other than standing on the floor. So we can kill Brandish in one cycle by mashing. So I think the damage tanking pretty much ended. Now we have Thunder Shade again. Let's hope he stays on the floor, because it's one of the best RNGs and we can one cycle him. Never lucky, I guess. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, I could go for YOLO on this boss, but I'm gonna retry.
I'm just going to pop in really quick and remind everybody that we have a costume bid war between Classic and Alternate for our upcoming run of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions DS. That'll be coming up immediately after this run. So we'd like to get a couple donations in for that so that we have a good bid war there. So if you're thinking about it, just even just $1 or $2, get those donations in for that costume bid war. Thanks.
Alright, we got the skip on Seismic. He didn't did his special attack. So we are going to the final boss of the game, which is Teseo himself. Teseo is actually a boss from not Mighty Gunvolt versus boss from Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. This fight has this small Mega Man 1 reference where we have our own clone. This is the cow clone. She's purple. She's evil. And she jumped over us. That's pretty good. Yeah, alright, now we have the Teseo 1. This fight is pretty much a reference to, I think, Mega Man X boss, the Wolf Sigma. We are not going to see any attacks out of him because we are going to smash him to death. Okay. I somehow walked a little bit. I think my I have a really different setup for shooting upwards. When I want to shoot upwards or downwards, I use my analog stick. When I want to just shoot straight forward, I just use my D-pad. So, okay, now we have the final phase. So, time is coming up as soon as the screen fades to black, after we kill him. So, get ready on time when the screen fades. Which will be time.
GG's.
All right, looks like 37:43.
Yeah, that was a good time, I guess. Like sub 40 for this game. It's a really interesting time. Like I put a kind of generous estimate because a lot of stuff could happen in a run. But yeah, I'm really happy I could get underestimated. But alright, that was pretty much Mighty Gunvolt Burst. I hope everyone enjoyed it. The game. I really appreciate this game. It was, I think, Mighty Gunvolt Burst was like my second speed game ever. So I'm really happy I could showcase this game here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Hope everyone have a good marathon. Everyone have a good day.